So I played today again, this time at Hilton Head National, which was actually right next to where I was staying before. And it was didn't do any GoProing today. Just didn't feel like breaking it out today with the guys who I was playing with. I mean, I certainly could have, but the course itself, Hilton Head National, was it was very nice. It was. But there was nothing overly memorable about it. Because it was over in Bluffton, which is not on the island. It was a course that we were more familiar with, in that there weren't houses all up and down it, and the holes were a lot straighter, and the course didn't have a lot of length, but the Bermuda greens were absolutely beautiful. And one of the difficulties about it was, most of the greens, if you didn't actually hit the green, which I didn't do very often today, they were raised up above the fairway anywhere from 5 feet to 10 feet. So you were chipping from down below up to a very fast green, and so chipping took a while to get used to. Same with the putting. The greens were incredibly fast, but they rolled true. I really had to change my chipping strategy today. Instead of just using the pitching wedge all the time from anywhere, I had to go to the lob wedge a few times. I went with the 9-iron a few times just to get a little run on it. So the chipping was a challenge. But once I figured it out and got accustomed to it, I played the last 4 or 5 holes actually really well. The driver completely abandoned me this morning on the front nine. I was hitting it solid, but I kept pulling it, or I don't know if it was a pull or the club face was just coming through closed. I was ripping it, but I was in the trees and chipping out, or having wacky shots, and didn't lose any balls. Although actually I did lose one today. I lost one on a par 3. I kind of fanned it, and it went up into some shit, and I couldn't find that one. But the course itself was very nice. But like I said, I don't know if it was necessarily memorable. It was okay. It was $90, which was a pretty good deal for this. It was a Garrett Player golf course, and once again, the clubhouse was beautiful. The facilities were very nice, and it really was a well-maintained golf course. And unlike the other day when at Pete Dye, you got what you saw. You didn't get a wacky bounce or mounds in the middle. So that was pretty cool. I ended up shooting an 84 today. So last night I went over to some restaurant right over there and sat down at the bar. There was the only seat available, and started talking to this couple sitting next to me. And long story short, I ended up playing with this guy. They were actually staying in the same hotel, and so he and I drove over there and played together. He was very nice, from Michigan. He said his name was Chris. His wife's name was Kathy, and nice enough guy. But a golf nut. He watches the Golf Channel, watches all the tournaments, all that kind of stuff. But he never stopped talking. He kept using, like when he would hit a shot, Johnny Miller doesn't like that one. Oh, Johnny Miller says that's a good one. He kept referencing Johnny Miller. At one point, me and the 2 other guys who he joined up with, who were very nice, they were from Atlanta. Brandon, who was a young kid, 25 maybe-ish, and tattoos on his leg and his arm, and his father-in-law, Jerry, who Jerry had to be at least 75, and Jerry didn't give a shit. He hit the low slicers, and he was just pleased with that. And his putting stroke was absolutely horrid. I mean, the guy was gyrating and twitching all over the place. There was no way he could ever make a putt. But they were just out there laughing and having a good time, and they're really fun to play with. And meanwhile, this guy Chris, he almost had a panic attack, like literally on the first hole. you know, it- just as we got there, there's some like 20 people suddenly showed up, and apparently they were the tea time after us. So when we pulled up, the bag drop was a little chaotic, and there was people everywhere, and I go inside and I get myself a breakfast sandwich because I'm hungry, and he goes out and he hits balls, and so I come back out, and it is maybe like 10 minutes before our tea time at this point, and he's all skittish. He's like wiggy, and I went and hit a couple of balls on the driving range, just a handful, and I come back and he's now taking our cart and he's moving it forward to the starter. The guy's like freaking out. He's literally, it seems to me, like having a panic attack. And so for the first three holes, he was just hacking it up. And he actually admitted to me that he has anxiety, that when things aren't organized, he gets a little hairy, and I could see it. The guy was absolutely hairy, but then he calmed down, and he was quite talkative, and pretty good to play with, and he turned out to be a decent player, pretty good. He hit some nice shots, and and then of course like 16th hole. Oh, I usually shoot in the 70s. Yeah, okay, what 70 degrees? I don't think so, but whatever. Nice enough guy. So he had jumped in my car, and I was driving him back to. They moved out of this hotel. They went to some other one, and I was driving him back to it. And he starts telling me that basically he's an alcoholic, and every night it's either vodka or whiskey, and he can't sleep. So basically he self-medicates, and he basically gets bombed every night. He keeps his booze out in his garage because he goes out to the garage, and I guess he has a workshop or something, because he keeps it out there because he doesn't want to go into the kitchen, because he doesn't want to hear shit from his wife about what are you doing having a drink. So he actually had a fifth of vodka in his bag, which, by the way, he did not offer any to me. And he was loading up his, he got a Diet Coke. He was loading up his Diet Cokes with his fifth of vodka. And plus he ordered, at least 2 or 3 beers from the cart girl. We were out there. So by the time we were finished, he was, kind of half in the bag. And then he starts telling me about that, how he's such an alcoholic, but that he's not as much as an alcoholic as half of the people that he knows. So I don't know. A little TMI, nice enough guy. I enjoyed playing with him, but good luck with that. So that was the day today at Hilton National. Like I said, I shot an 84. It was 4440. The back nine, the driver came back, and I got significantly better just by hitting fairways. The irons were pretty good today, actually. Good trajectories. A few of them didn't go as far as I would have liked for them to go, but they were, slight mishits. Long story short, it's coming around. So tomorrow I'm playing Robert Trent Jones Ocean Course or something like that. I don't know. I haven't played it before, so that will be interesting. And then I think the following day I'm going to play, there's a Fazio course and an Arthur Hills course that are here that I'm going to check out the reviews on them and play one of those. And then after that, it's heading down to Savannah. So a couple more rounds in Hilton Head, and there it is. For dinner tonight, I was looking at restaurants, and obviously there's 1,000 restaurants down here. But I looked up some ratings, and lo and behold, not too many Google reviews, only a few. Right across the street in the Harbortown Clubhouse is a restaurant called The Links, and that's where I'm going. So I'm going to walk across the street, going to the Harbortown Clubhouse, and apparently South Carolina is playing tonight in the NCAAs. I guess it's the Final Four. Yeah, I guess it's the Final Four now. And so big game, and I bet the place will be hopping. So we'll see what's up. It could be fun, but the best part about it It's right across the street. So there it is. I will try to get some GoProing in tomorrow. Talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye. One little, two little add-ons actually. I am very excited. I actually stopped on the way back here and got laundry detergent so I can do my wash. So I'm doing my wash right now. I can't say that I've ever been more excited about doing laundry in my life. But it's good to get, I was getting low on particularly the golf shirts, so I'm getting my wash now. And then I stopped to buy cigarettes at this place, and I said to the woman, I want, Newport shorts, and this is what I ended up getting. I didn't look in the bag. I got fucking hundreds. They're candles. So I'm going to see if I can try to swap these out for shorts at some place tomorrow or something like that. But these are just, they're borderline unbearable. So anyway, that's it. Bye-bye.